everybody, before you watch the video, make sure you follow the page, like the video, hope you enjoy.
Is important. One way to find the balance is have open mind for both sides, right?
Yes.
But you can never forget that there is what makes everything, what makes the business run. You have to have literally you have to pay bills, you know what I mean? Otherwise you can't make it. So in order to, you know, open something else here, you have to have some, for example, Gordon Ryan right now, he has so many sponsors, so many people investing money, so many media right now. He can pretty much go wherever he wants. You know what I mean? He can do whatever he wants to do right now. You know what I mean? Because he already got to a level that's easy to invest. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Like right now, you open another side, you have to have a certain level of investment or knowledge. Be renowned. Like everyone knows about you, everything. I want to cover you. That makes everything easier, opens doors, you know what I mean? And it's very important to be open-minded as well. Like I was watching a documentary yesterday about Spotify. You know, the Spotify, there was this guy that dropped high school, dropout. He wanted to put music for free. He wanted to give music for free, and he found a way that goes super quick. He didn't have to load or anything. But he went to try to offer for Sony. Man, Sony goes like, man, are you crazy? I have all this contract with these artists. I'm gonna give music for free. And it's like, man, people are getting music for free anyway on the as like pirates, you know what I mean, websites and everything. Like at least you can find a way to charge and get a commission. And everyone said no, and then they went on their own and become this success that probably everyone here has Spotify. You know what I mean? Because you want to have your own playlist, etc. So if the bigger guys have their eyes open, you know, which brings me to another discussion as well. For example, you know what I think that should be happening right now, and I want to hear your opinion as well, you two guys. There's this IBJJF, like, saw the Nogi was growing, right? And have long times been doing, you know, you have your World's Nogi, you have Pan Am's Nogi, you have the rashes to adapt the belt of the person, etc., right? It's a lot of people will disagree with me, but I believe it's the same sport. There is different techniques. Obviously, you have to adapt. Some don't work, some work. But the same tool, human body, both. It's like playing soccer on a big court or playing soccer on a small court, futsal, you know, with grass, futsal. Same with volley on the beach, or, you know, like some things were not going to work. Some things will work. Some things will be different. But essentially, it's the same game. And IBJJF did everything to absorb that. So that's why you have no-gi competitions doing really well. There will be people that prefer more gi, there are people that prefer more no-gi. I think both will run, right? There is now be giving more money for the no-gi. That's why I think no-gi is getting so much more attention. There's a lot more money. The
IBJJF's not giving more money, though. I think in general, like, there's more popularity around no-gi, though.
That's why they're lacking. Well, they're lacking and not giving money, right, as they should. But the point I want to make is this. I think one thing that the IBJJF is lacking right now, okay, I know they're changing the rules to follow, etc., which is a good thing they've been doing, but I think what they're lacking right now, they should embrace, for example, this is what I want to hear your opinion, guys. I'm open-minded. I already have another opinion, and I change my opinion, okay? So I'm not like, and just to reflect on it. You have a student right now, every gym will have this case. You have a student right now that is a white belt or is a blue belt. It's a white belt. Let's put a white belt. It's doing really well. It's training for 1 year. You only come to no-gi class. But you can do a guillotine. You can do a kimura. Obviously, you can't do a spider guard because he only trains no-gi, right? Grading comes. What do? He wants to compete. He competes at, you know what I mean? He's submitting maybe if he trains no-gi, he's submitting a blue belt. What do? So my view is that IBJJF should see that this is happening, this trend is happening. You cannot stop the demand. The demand is there. So they should embrace and go, you know what? Well, okay, this guy also have the level as a no-gi to achieve that level. Oh, but he can't wear a belt. Fair enough. Well, the rash is already representation. You know what I mean? Like, so yeah, well, he get the rashi.
Don't people already do that though? They still grade people that don't train Nogi? I don't understand your question.
Well, it's a gray area, Anton. It's some people do, a lot of people don't.
What do you mean they don't grade them because they don't train in the gi?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
because
true, a very great area.
I've seen that. Like because like oh, I
very
have to
great
come
area.
to the gi class. How I'm gonna put the stripe on you?
It's a very gray area.
You know, I don't think it's the majority anymore. I think they understood now, and I think people sometimes they give the belt in class, you know, for the no gi.
Because the organization, why is a gray area? Because the main organization have not took the lead to say, well, this is happening. There is a demand. These guys we also run both comps. We can understand that guy is that level is doing well. Well, let's give the power to the coaches to give the grading. You know, in exactly the same way. The rules are already there. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
But people don't have the power to grade them because they don't. Isn't that personal? Has that got anything to do with IBJJF?
well, well, yes and no. Like you can grade, but the rules are not saying that you should grade or not. Do you know what I mean?
What do you mean? What?
It's a gray area, Anton.
Okay.
So when you talk about like the level, what's the level to the guy to achieve in jiu-jitsu as a blue belt? It's understanding is like, okay, know how to do this, know how to
So,
stay.
like in IBJJF ruling, they have like a level based on the techniques you know in the gi. Is that correct?
There is expectation. There's an expectation that you have to be able to perform the movements that always be thought as a standard with gi.
So there's
No
a
one
criteria that IBJJF offers in the gi.
Correct.
Where's the criteria? I've never seen.
No,
the
it's not written. It's just like everyone that was brought up. Do you understand what I'm talking about, right? Anyone that was brought up in the gi era will have that. That's why I'm saying
Yeah, but that's just a personal idea. That's not like an actual rule. It's not like the IBJJF has a rule saying you have to only grade people with a gi. This is just personal. Or their view is like, or
Correct.
the way I understand grading is through the gi. Like you have to have these skills in the gi.
correct. But
Yeah,
when
but
you
as a
don't
coach-
rule something,
Yeah, but as a coach, that is an instructor, you need to come to the conclusion of someone's level yourself. That's your job as an instructor, whether they train gi or no gi. You have to be able to understand someone's level enough to give them a particular grading. That's your job as a coach.
I agree
I
with
think.
that. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
I completely agree with that. But I feel like the organization should embrace that, take the lead to say, look, this is what you should do right now. And I'll tell you why. Because that would be a great way to keep the sport under this umbrella of like, man, this is jiu-jitsu. That's jiu-jitsu, yes. Gi and no gi. That's soccer, futsal. No. Otherwise, there'll be jiu-jitsu. There'll be maybe grappling. There'll be this. You know what I mean?
I don't agree with that, man, because I think the guys that are just doing no-gi, they still get graded, man. They
Yeah,
still get
I
graded.
think like you
Not
more than
everywhere.
me is make sure everyone's gonna do it. Maybe it's not because
Correct.
now it's like I said, it's personal. You
It
know,
is, it is.
I think he's on level like a purple. They've been training Nogi for 4 years. What am I gonna behold that guy training white belt? Okay, it's a personal thing. People already doing that. But a lot of for like a professor, especially the old school ones, you know, they say no. If you don't wear a gi, man, you can't get grading.
Yeah.
But like I said, it's a personal. Maybe what he said is like if the IBJF say it doesn't matter if you put a gi or
Yeah,
not,
yeah.
you're gonna get grading anyway. I think everyone like the IBJF says like even like no gi sort of like different thing.
Yeah,
You
I
don't
didn't,
mix it up.
I didn't know that was happening. Is that something specific to Brazil, or is that...
No. It's happening everywhere. It's
Have
happening in
like
America.
but I think it's like more the old school. They want to keep the tradition and gi,
Yeah.
the culture, you know, like because jiu-jitsu started very much like in gi, you know.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching the video. If you haven't yet already, make sure you subscribe, like, and again, go and check us out on Facebook, on Instagram, like all our platforms. Give us a follow at bjj.101 on Instagram, and go and check out bjj101.com.au to access the full video library.